I hail from a remote village called Sheligaram, which is in Koheda Mandal of erstwhile Karimnagar district, which is now Siddipet. Born in Warangal and studied up to my secondary school there. Then I moved to Hyderabad for my ran an SME, a small medium enterprise, and my mother was how much middle. Before that, you were born years to me or some well before me as well. So before the happened, economic reforms happened in 1991. We know how things were back then. There was scarcity. It was very different to how things are now. So I grew in that kind of time period in these places that I've mentioned, and from a middle class. I did. Every place I lived contributed to my lifelong. Within the Telangana state, from a village to another town, then coming to a mega city, going to London, each of them had their influence in me. That's why if I'm going to a meeting in Warangal, I say I'm a Warangalite. When I have a meeting of Hyderabadis, I say I'm a Hyderabadi. When it's a meeting of Karimnagar or a village, I say I'm a village boy. And when it's in London, I say I'm from London. I'm international. And friends say, how can you be from all these places? I am what I am because of all these places. They all contributed to my learning. Not only the job I did, person I met. Just give you one point. I was on a conference call. I was on a Zoom call with the Secretary General of the Commonwealth. We discussed something about a meeting hosting. We discussed for 30-40 minutes on the conference that we were hosting. 50 countries, people from 50 countries, then some prime ministers, some technology ministers, 2,000 universities. That call, I realized I had 7 missed calls from a person from my native to be a co-option member. He was trying to be a co-option member. He spoke about something very specific to a village just after that call with the secretary. I had to switch to my village, only the language, get into that ecosystem, communicate with him, say what I can do, say what I could not do, and then come back and go to it. I know many of you do that, but maybe we don't realize that. But the way the world has changed, we interact with people of diverse backgrounds. It could be ministers, prime ministers, then you're talking to a sarpanch, then you're talking actually fitting your wardrobe, for instance, or a cupboard. So each of them bring their own knowledge, their own expertise, their own business sense. Those not everyone's doing business, but all that would kind of contribute in me. Now coming back to so I did my engineering from a place called Kids Ramtek in UK to study my first masters in computer science from Oxford. In my life, I did a second masters from University College London, where my idol Mahatma Gandhiji studied. I went as a guest lecturer to University College London, and I occasionally do my guest lectures there. So that's kind of what my education found. Going to tech. At one point I realized that work in silos. Technology is not in silos. For social technology should be used for societal impact. And that is when it's kind of started think tanks on AI, which looks using AI both obviously for businesses and so on. But at the same time, also policy aspects are met. The ethics, the bias, the safety, the security are met. Why? When is it important? Where's the time for all of this? We should really start quickly using AI. Get on the innovation. Ask, this is a very learned audience that we have here. I just want to know, what do you guys think is the main difference between the first 1, 2, 3 industrial revolution and the current one filled with tech, AI, robotics, all sorts of things in detail, but just one word or maximum one line. What's the main significant difference that makes it different to those industrial revolutions to now? The second was having a tractor for agriculture or something of that sort. Right? Now it's all AI, robotics. I have lots of CEOs here, businesses, so I won't go any technical. This is all at a strategic leadership level that I try to talk to your level, not to very technical level. So anyone, any answers?
Speed.
Digital, okay. Less human, yeah. Single platform, okay. Yeah, these are all correct, but these are all looking at is what is the significant difference that really show that this revolution is very different to the other two. The digital is which the change is happening, absolutely.
And it will bring the intelligence layer across all the domains which doesn't exist previously.
Absolutely. And it brings the intelligence layers across all the layers and so on.